Shalom, sister. I got some things I want to share with the fam. It ain't gonna be long today. Just listen.
African women, you'll see that they've always got very, very short hair.
If you truly study this, this is facts. We've been telling y'all that Africans and Black Americans are not the same people.
Africans and Negroes are two different peoples. Race and skin color are really a red herring. We all think that all black people are the same, basically, but they're not. Africans and Negroes are different. They have a different skeletal structure, different skull shape. And one interesting thing is African people, real Africans, cannot grow hair like Negroes can. So African men cannot grow beards. All right? African women cannot grow afros. Right? It's a very powerful thing. If you see real African women, you'll see that they've always got very, very short hair.
If you truly
Black people in America who are wearing the names of their former slave master, and by suffering a form of amnesia, they don't have a name of their own, so they've taken your name. They don't know their own language, so they've taken your language. They don't have a history of their own, so they let you tell them what their history is. And that, in essence, is that you found them in the jungle someplace with a spear chasing white people in a cannibalistic way to try and give the...
So as you see, there's been a conspiracy that happened to our people. Listen to this, fam.
Psalm 83. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have helped the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeb, yea, all their princes as Zebah, and as Zalmunna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever, yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Jehovah, art the Most High over all the earth.
Yahweh Al Shaddai over all the earth. Okay? So now, let's go to Barashayath, the origins of Adam, again. All right. And we're going to start with the sons of Yapath. I'm going to let them read it.
Genesis 10. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Taras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. But these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families, in their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Ramah.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I thought it was playing. Let me go ahead and put this up here. All right. Let me put it where y'all can see it. Okay. Ham. Many derive this word from a Hebrew root and explain it as signifying hot, sunburnt. Ham don't mean sunburnt. Ham means hot. People that get sunburn, they not Hamite. All right. Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro. And so swarthy, that word swarthy means dark brown. Yapath, they connect with a word signifying to be fair. Yapath, back in the day, they thought that white skin means beautiful. But fair and beautiful, white and beautiful in English is two different words. White in Abar and beautiful in Abar is two different words. How you say beautiful in Abar is Yapath. And how you say white in Abar is Laban. All right. Yapath means beautiful in Phoenician Hebrew, and Laban means white in Phoenician Hebrew. So we see here that some racism got inside of this right here with the translators of the Ellerton Commentary for English Readers. And so Ham is the progenitor of the dark races. So it say Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, the people who get blackened by the sun. Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, Yapath of those of fair complexion. When they say fair, that means white, Laban complexion, while the olive color springs from ShaM. Now, when they say olive, which olive is they talking about? Is they talking about a green olive or a shahar olive? Like Ayawab said that his skin was. He said, Warya shahar. All right, my skin black. And he is the founder of the desert over there. So from ShaM, ShaM is the progenitor of, listen, Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Not the Negroes. Yapath is the progenitor of the nations that call themselves white people. So the only one left for Negroes is ShaM. All right. And people may say, well, no, that don't match. We're alien race. We're a monkey. No, ShaM is the progenitor of the Negroes, as they said throughout history, that Negroes were Yasharal. More probably, it is Chame. Keme means Egyptian. Keme means Egyptian in the Ave tongue. The old name of Egypt, Masrem. So the oldest, so the people that stayed down there, the Ave people, they said that how you say Keme and Eve, that W that looked like a W is Eve. So in Eve, Keme is Egyptian. Egyptos came from the Gentiles that came down there. The old name of Matzrim, Keme, all right? The land of Ham, and Ta'alayam 78:51, called by Plutarch Keme, was taken from the black color of the soil. So if they say Keme was taken from the black color of the soil, then it means Ham is the progenitor of the dark races. And when you look inside of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, which is the same one that was used to translate your Bible, the Zondervan they put inside of there, the words that they used to translate the Bible. When they said they was copying off of the scrolls, because you know the scrolls they were made from the land of Kemet. The scrolls were papyrus scrolls, and so those scrolls last a long time, but they had to keep copying the scrolls. Now, after they got rid of Israel, then they say that's when the Bible say the end. So the last one that we can recall, we have the apocryphal, the hidden books, the ones that we say could be a part of the Bible. We call the apocryphal, the hidden books. Israelites wrote these books, just like an Israelite named Olaudah Aquino wrote down the Chronicles, the Slave Chronicles. There you go, another document written down by one of your people. They ain't add that in the Bible, but it's the same people that wrote uh the book of Chronicles. So you see here that if we say, okay, we canonize the book of Olaudah Aquino, no, they say that's a separate book. So after they destroyed the temple, then now we can't have no more extras writers put inside the book. Okay, so you see here, the Cushites came from Ham. So when we look inside of the book of Barashayath, chapter 10, it tell you all of the children of Ham. here out of their own admitted, Yapath came from the European. So evidently, we know that Negroes ain't come from no European. Otherwise, Negroes will have white privilege and white supremacy going on for them. So we see that Negroes is not the progenitor of the white races. Negroes is not the progenitor of the Hamitic races, but Negroes is the progenitor of the last son that was left, because the only one that Yapath had, if you want to say that, the only one that Yapath had left, the only one that ChaM had left was the Negro. I mean, the only one that Nach had left was the Negro. It wasn't the Libyans or nobody else. Now, here is an excerpt that somebody copied. Let me see if I can go into it. That somebody took a screenshot out of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, fam. So let me go inside of here and see if I can get closer into it, and then I'll finish share it with you on the screen. All right. Let me see. All right. Let me see if I can get it closer. Visual view. So we see here, ChaM, perhaps hot, the youngest son of Nach. What happened when people start touching scenes at the evidence? They start touching evidence. They say tampering with evidence. So when you see different renditions of what they first used to copy the Bible, you see somebody tampering with evidence. As one of the Ashkenazim said, one of the Ashkenazim scrangers, Yalad, said, one of the Ashkenazim, Yalad said, which means stranger of the kingdom to come, said that there was foul play with the Abar scriptures. All right, so you see here, ChaM, perhaps hot. So it don't say nothing about sunburn here. It say ChaM, perhaps hot, the youngest son of Nach, born probably about 96 years before the flood. And one of 8 persons to live throughout the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races. Not the Negroes. ChaM was not the progenitor of the Negroes, but he was a progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Some new study and looking at people, the differences between them, not to cause separation or nothing, and cause people to think one better than the other one. It is just to show who is who. They say that ChaM cannot grow afros or beards. The women do not grow their hair in afro. Their hair is always short, and they men don't grow beards. All right. But it say right here in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, because they knew who they was catching in the 1600s, because that's when the Bible, the 1611 was printed in the 1600. He say he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Masrium, Kawash, Libyan, Canaanites. So you're not no Canaanite. And it says his indecency when his father lay drunken brought a curse upon Canaan. So they the one that put in there, they the one that translated this script. They translated it. So they telling you this is, they seen it in the translation, and that's how they knew how to go, who to go and get. Here go another. How many witnesses do we need? Okay. Look, Zondervan Bible Dictionary. How many have been printed since the 1600s? But I'm telling you that they were studying way before they printed the first book. You don't just print a book out of the blue. It takes time to translate. It takes time to write down all them things with your hand. It takes time. All these things was printed. Look at all this right here. Zondervan Bible Dictionary. All of these, everything on the planet except lies is telling you that you are Yasharal and need to return back to the covenant. And the devil wants us all to be confused and confounded. I'm going to say Shalom, Sister Naomi, Mother Amma, April Showers, all evidence across the whole planet. Malcolm X, everybody is trying to tell Israel that y'all is not no Hamite under no Hamite curse. So that should help us to know that we ain't got to be bound under no Hamite curse. So let me see if I could go inside. Here we go, New York Times. Now look at this, what they're doing now. Now this is the New York Times now. So I'm gonna share this. This is New York Times. From Noah's curse to slavery. Rational. Now we don't own the New York Times. We don't own this. L'Oreal Group. This is New York Times here. As stories go, this one has all the elements of good soap opera, of a good soap opera. I don't know why nobody ain't made no movie about this yet. Is they too busy saying anti-Semitic, nudity, sex, and dysfunctional families? For many scholars, though the enigmatic tale in Genesis 9 describes how Noah cursed the descendants of his son Ham, and everybody in their movies is Laban people. And even though it is historically and biblically and naturally impossible for everybody to be descended from one person that went up in the north, they still put everybody in the Bible as white people. His son Ham with servitude remains a way to explore the complex origins of the concept of race. So, in order to take down the kingdom, you don't go and fight the servants, you go and fight those who are in rulership. That's why Negroes was taken and Canaan was not taken. That's why after we was taken, now Yapath abide in the tabernacles of ShaM. That's another verse that said, Yapath dwell in the tabernacles of ShaM, not the Canaanites. So wherever they at, ruling, where the Shemites was, according to them, the Afro-Asiatic people who is of Shemitic origin, who is not the who Ham is not their progenitor, and Yapath is not their progenitor, and a monkey is not their progenitor. Monkeys being studied for years to see if they could put a circle inside of a square. Why they didn't get the monkey to build the White House? Why they didn't get the monkey to build the castles? Why they didn't get the monkey to take all the invention? Why they didn't get the monkey to do all these things? They got the Shemitic people. They got the name take Ham. They said Africans sold Africans into slavery. The land that they called Africa was full of Shemitic people and Kemetic people. Even the Arabians told us that we is not Ham. They said that we are ShaM. Even they said that we left there black and came back white. Fam, hold on, let me answer this. My wife calling. All right, fam. I gotta get off here. Yahweh willing, I'll be back on here sometime soon. But I just want to leave that with y'all because no matter how long it be, that always bothers me. All right, fam. Shalom to the hearers and the keepers of the word of Allahayim. I want y'all to go back and read Barashayat chapter 10 and chapter 9. And I want y'all to go back over this information that I gave y'all. If Yahweh willing, I will leave the New York Times article. Let me go ahead and drop it inside of the chat before I get off of here. My wife called and I got to get off, fam. But let me go ahead and drop this New York Times down in the chat. And I hope that your day be a blessed day. And don't let nobody ruin your day, fam. Y'all keep y'all head up and keep studying the word and be encouraged. All right, let me drop this link down here for y'all could go and read the article. And go ahead and download. If you don't have the blue letter Bible, go ahead and download that. And go to the store and make sure, if y'all can, go and get y'all a Zondervan Bible dictionary. I got to go, family, but there go the article right there. Shalom.